answering questions and asking questions and come on in. Hi there, come on in. Hello. Hi. Come on into the kitchen. This is my beautiful kitchen. I'm so glad to show it to you. Yes, I want to show you everything in my kitchen. And I want you also to think, I think your kitchen might be different from mine. I mean, I really don't know, but it might be different from mine. This is my beautiful stove. I just love it. I just love cooking on this stove. And I have a pretty nice stove of this type. So, is your stove, do you like to cook on your stove?
Yes.
Yes, but does your stove look like this?
No.
What does your stove look like? What does it look like?
Square.
It's square. Square? Tell me some. What else? What does your stove look like? What does your stove look like? Guys, 2 steps. How is it different from this? What powers your stove? Mine, I have lovely wood all over this little village of Edwardsville on our farm. We have big trees and we chop down hickories and oaks and electricity. Oh my goodness. Is your stove electric too? Do you have another kind? What's your stove like?
It's a square.
It's a square? Oh. Well, I want to show you, first of all, this wonderful way I have of keeping, I can keep things warm, medium, just right, ready to eat, or hot. I can make things really hot and cook them really well. Do you see what letter this looks like?
S.
S. Can you see the S? And it's called an S hook. An S hook. And I can use these S hooks. So say if I want something to be really hot, I put all 3 of my S hooks on my crane. See, this is a little tool in my kitchen. It's named after the bird with the long bill. It's called a crane. So I'm just going to put it right over the fire. See how close to the fire I can get it with my 3 S hooks? It's going to get hot. It's going to get very hot. Oh, but now I would like to just have something that I keep warm. What am I going to do? How am I going to regulate the heat on this pan? So that it just, what?
Take the 3 S hooks off.
Take all 3 of my S hooks off. 1, 2, 3, and what?
4. And put them. I forgot.
No, what do I do?
You're thinking.
You're on the track. I still have my crane here. What do I do with the pot?
And you put it on the crane.
Thank you. I put it on the crane. And then I push the crane back over and look, it's very far from the fire. But there's still heat. You can feel the heat where you are, can't you? Kind of feel the heat from the fire? Yes. So it's going to stay warm. But it's not going to cook anymore. It's just going to be nice and warm if I need it to be warm.
I know that.
So how do you do this on your stove? How do you, don't you have S hooks on your stove? How do you do it?
Stove.
Uh-huh.
Is that real food?
Okay. So you said you're using some kind of something to turn
Yeah, hot.
that tells how hot?
No.
Is that how it does it on your stove?
Yeah.
Is it? Really? Well, I like my S hooks, you know. I think they're very, very, very convenient. I wanted to...
They seem very modern.
Yes. Yes. Well, I wanted to show you this other thing that Mr. Stephenson just brought into the kitchen. You know what this is?
What?
It is the most wonderful thing for helping to make breakfast. I bet you have one of these in your kitchen. Don't you have one of these?
No.
Because you put butter and jelly on it after it's done. What do I cook in this? Who said that? Toast. Toast. Yes. So where do I put the bread? Right here. And slice right here. So you have 2 slices of bread. Can you see the bread in there? I can see the bread in there. And then I just put it right in front of the fire. And And I sort of know from experience how long it takes, because I hardly ever burn it. You know, if I wasn't watching it, it would burn. And then it's done on one side, and then I'll turn it over and put it on the other side. Isn't that a wonderful way to make toast? And look, here's the toast. I'm just putting it right out there. How do you make toast in your kitchen?
With a toaster.
With a toaster?
The toaster.
What?
We gotta do it with a knife.
You do? You butter it with a knife? Okay. And when it's hot?
You take it out and you eat it.
Yes. Well, you eat it from this too, but it sounds like you have something different to make toast at your house. You don't have this wonderful thing that I have, right? Okay. Yes, do you have a question? What? Oh, is that for bread? Well, sometimes I might use that to rise bread, but actually most of the time, this is part of my dishwasher. This is my wonderful dishwasher. Look at this pan that Mr. Stephenson got for the kitchen. Isn't that nice? Mrs. Stephenson said she wanted this, one of these very modern ones. So this is my wonderful dishwasher. How do you wash dishes in your kitchen? What? With a sink? Well, I have a sink. It's called a dry sink. But what's missing from my sink that's in the sink in your house? What?
You don't have soap, a liquid soap to put in it, and you don't have one that spins around and gets all the dish on it.
You have to automatic. He's thinking automatic.
Oh my goodness.
You don't have that.
No, I put the dishes in hot water here, and then this is the soap we make here in the kitchen. And sometimes I put this in the bottom, and then I pour the hot water, and then I take it out, and then it's soapy water. And then this is my Ritz bowl, but sometimes I do use it for bread. It's very nice for rising bread too. It's kind of an all-purpose bowl here. But that's how I do my dishes. And what's missing from this sink? This is my sink. It's called a dry sink. What's missing from it that's at your sink where you wash your dishes? What?
It doesn't have a fountain where water comes out, and you don't have a limit that you can turn it on, or hot water.
I don't have indoor water. What were you going to say? Okay, we'll come to those next. I want to finish this water thing. Where do I get my water? In fact, where do you people your age would be getting my water? From the well, yes, I have a well, and it's very conveniently located. We can see it's right outside the window there. That was the original well that was with this house. And what's this? You know what this is? A nice word to know. A bucket. It's a bucket, and who's going to carry the bucket and get some water? See? Is that bucket light and easy to carry? How is it going to feel when it has a lot of water in it? Heavy. Right. So this is the hard work that lots of times children did, because it would be easy to say to them, here, go out and get me a bucket of water. I want you to run out and get me half a bucket of water right now. Right now. Okay? That's how I got my water. So I have a dry sink, but I get water brought in. By whom?
Mr. Stephenson.
No, Mr. Stephenson doesn't carry water. The kids, yes, young children. Yes, bring my water. Okay, let's see. Someone else asked a question about what? Okay, what are these? Everybody, let's pass the bowl around, and everybody take a sniff. Can you sniff? Can you smell anything in there? Now you kind of smell something. Can you smell something? Can you see? Okay, what does this look like when you're looking at it? What does it look like?
What is that?
What? What?
Cigarettes.
I'll tell you.
Sticks?
Landon? That's what I'll
Sticks.
tell you.
Okay, it looks pretty much like sticks. Can you see on the other side? Can you guys see over there? Can you see? Here, pass. Can you see what it is? Does it look like beans?
Yeah.
It looks
like lobster legs.
It looks like what?
Lobster legs.
Lobster legs.
Lobster legs. you're on the trail there. This is a spice, and we grow it right outside the kitchen, and we dry it over there by the fire, and then each one of you can, I'll show you how we make it ready to put into our scrambled eggs or to rub on our meat. You didn't get to smell it? Smell it. Did you smell it? Get your nose closer. It should smell kind of spicy. It's not. It smells even better when you use our grinder. Now get in line and I'll let each of you grind some. I'll let each of you do 3 grinds. See, we put the leaves. These are dried leaves and they do look like sticks. Somebody said they look like sticks.
I said they look.
You want to put some leaves? Put some leaves in here. Okay, that's enough. That's enough for now. Now you grind it. You grind it by rolling this. Hear it crunching? Rolling and rolling it. Okay, here you grind it 3 times, and then you can try grinding it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now you try grinding it. No, we're gonna be in line here. Let's see. He's in line. You got your turn.
We're going this way.
Everybody form a line. Okay, 3 times. You see how it's turning into? See, it's turning into powder down in the bottom. Don't you put your fingers. I just show you. There, go. Okay. Okay, now you try it. 3 times. You try it.
I'm gonna go get a line.
This is a spice grinder. So we're grinding up this, and this spice is called sage. Does anybody know what sage means? You say, oh, that's a very sage person. It means wise. Because people used to think if they ate a lot of sage, that it would make them wise. The sage means wise. It's a nice word to know. It's only 4 letters. Okay, grind it. One in there. Okay, now you grind it. Everybody gets a turn. It's going to tell us all about Oliver.
Ask Gabby, what are we making there?
Okay.
Girl, you gotta remember.
See, this is a heavy tool. The blacksmith made this for the Stephenson House to grind up spices. We can grind up sage. Yum. No, you're going to do it. Okay. Okay, are you in line? You gotta get in line. Okay. No, Charlie, go get the grind. Go ahead. Just give it a try. 1, 2, 3. You see how it's making a powder? Go ahead, try it. Try it. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Go ahead.
Justin, don't you want to do
Now, see, it's turning from leaves into kind of a powder.
Guys,
See, you ever, here, do you want to try it? Okay, it's his turn. Does everybody have a turn?
well, that's a tiny.
Yeah.
Everybody have a turn grinding?
I did it.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you for letting your classmates go. There we go.
Those are the old special.
Now, do you think it takes well, how do you grind up things in your kitchen? Did you have a turn? How do you grind up things in your kitchen?
know when it starts to beat?
We go to it. We go to a restaurant.
How do you grind up things in your kitchen? You know? How?
How do you know? Well, we ground up some corn in our classroom.
Did you? Good. How did you do it? With a metate? From Mexico?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's nice. They might have even had one of those in the Stephenson House kitchen. You can use a rock to grind things up. Do you have rocks to grind things up in your kitchen? No? Do you remember grinding the corn yesterday? Now, these are some biscuits that we baked in our oven. Can anybody tell me where my oven is? My wonderful oven? Where is it? Well, I actually have an oven. You're pointing to the fire. Can you point to my oven?
Kaylin,
Can you point?
we're learning.
Where, right here? Are you pointing here?
Yeah.
Okay. This is my oven. And I'm going to open it up. It might look a little bit like the oven in Hansel and Gretel. You no. This is probably what her oven, the witch's oven, looks like. And anyway, how do I make my oven hot? Can you look in and tell me?
Fire.
Yes, I build a fire in my oven. That's good. You want to come and look closer at my oven? Walk right up there and take a look. Just look. See, you can't get too close to the fire, but you can look inside. Can you see inside? See, I built a fire in there.
Okay, kindergarten.
There. That's how I heat up my oven. And that's how we bake these biscuits. These are biscuits that we made in our kitchen. Biscuits. They look like what? They look good. We can't eat them because we don't serve food to our guests here in the Stephenson kitchen.
Why?
Because the city required me to have a restaurant license, and we don't have a restaurant license. And besides, we have a lot of, you notice something missing from our windows? That we have on, we have glass. That was expensive, but we added screens. Yeah. Anyway, oh, the bell's already ringing. I wanted to show you.
Guys, leave that alone. Come up over here.
This is how we make the biscuits, with butter and eggs. And what's in this bucket? Milk. And where does that come from?
Guys, leave it alone. Hey, let's leave the spinning wheel alone. Let's pay attention.
From a chicken, thank you. Good. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.